Real estate agent, are you looking to acquire clients consistently so you can grow your business and your income to live a great lifestyle? This is Dave Finale and the RE Skill Builder Podcast.
Well, good morning. Hello to everybody. Happy freaking New Year. It is January 1, 2021. People say that, I got to take time off. They got to do this. But we did a show on Christmas Day. It's New Year's Day. I had a great top agent from New Jersey on last week on Christmas Day. And today, holy shit, I got David Greenspan, a man that I met who, the reason I wanted David on today is because this guy talks from his soul. He doesn't talk from his head. He doesn't talk crap. He talks like it is. And he comes from a place of contribution before anything else. And that is one of the reasons I wanted David on the broadcast today. And I didn't ask anybody else because it probably would have been just me. And I haven't done just me in a very long time. So anyway, David, this is episode 133. We've done 131 weeks in a row. It is January 1, 2021. And I'm going to ask you the question I ask everybody because we start the show the same way. Do you know what? It's Real Estate Talk TGIF. Do you know what TGIF stands for?
Thank God it's finale.
There we go, baby. There we go. Wait a minute. I told a friend I would wear something for them. And here it is.
Oh,
if you've
cool.
ever been to my place, I have pink flamingos all over around my pool, my backyard. So this is a gift that I got from my friend Kim Marzano and Dave Marzano, her husband, for Christmas. We're very good friends, and we decided we had to get each other a little present this year, up to $15, and that's what we did. We made it a little exciting, and I got a pink flamingo hat. So there's the hat, and let's get started, man. So here we are. It's a new year, right? And everybody is saying, "Thank God, 2020 is over." I want to start the day, and I want to start it with the premise that here you and I are. I introduce you as a soulful individual, but people should know a little bit more about you. And let's start there. So please tell people a little bit more about you, where you came from, and even how we met too. I mean, that would be pretty cool too. So just hit it, man. Just go for it, and take the mic for a couple minutes.
Yeah, man. Listen, Dave. Look, buddy. Thank you. Thank you for the invitation to be here once again. As always, it's always an amazing opportunity to collaborate with you and be able to talk and share some good messages to everybody and try to just help everybody get to that next level. Today is January 1st. I mean, like, we are here. This is it. 2021 is here. And I know we're going to talk a lot about moving ahead, looking back a little bit to what happened in 2020 and doing some of the reflection. And I do want to talk to some of those points. But briefly there, as we say, what are we about? Who are we? Look, man, we met, 2 years ago back in San Fran, I believe it was, at the NAR event, and have kept in touch ever since. And I mean, I love what you're doing out there. I love the messages that you're putting out there. You are, buddy, you are consistent. And when we want to talk about achieving anything that we want in life, like anything, this could be podcasting, this could be sales, this could be goals, this could be, anything in life that you want to achieve, consistency is that magic ingredient. I have been saying this for years. And that is, I guess beyond some of the beautiful message and the way you empower people out there with your message and the teachings, it's the consistency for me as one of the big things that I look at and go, man, you are a machine. So it is absolutely exciting to be back here with you. But seriously, I say that with sincerity. I say that, I'm impressed in a good way. And it's not that we don't think that you can pull that off. It's again, it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of effort, and that's where people fail, man. You know what? As I'm saying this, I'm rolling right into the whole part of what's going to happen with 2021. If you do not remain consistent, you'll be back exactly where you were before you set your goals for 2021. You'll be back in the same place going, I want to make some changes. I know I need to do this. Listen, whatever it is that you set out to do, starting right now, starting 12 hours ago.
Right.
Need consistency.
And I want to put something out there, and I want everybody to remember this because this is what they're going to start thinking. February 1, this is going to hit in. Today is the day. Hey, have a good day. Have a nice, relaxing day. I gave a gift to myself today. I slept past 4:30, 5 o'clock today. Right? That was a gift I gave myself today, and it was. I feel great waking up. I feel I mean, the message, the little thing I read to myself every morning, part of my ritual, said that, and if anybody knows me or works with me, I've given you this book. And today was, the feeling of now happened a long time ago. There were other feelings of now. We can talk about the past. We can talk about the future. But that was now then. What is now today, right? So when we talk about today's now, it's really important to remember something. You've got a good feeling. 2021 is here. 2020 went away. I'm going to tell you that 2020 wasn't as bad as everybody thought it was, because a lot of good things happened to individuals. A lot of bad things happened too. So I'm not belittling those. But what I want to say is you've got an opportunity now. Every day is a new day. Every day is a new now, right? You've got an opportunity today. January 1. You have 2 days a weekend to really get rolling, man, really feel good. And then Monday, listen to me very carefully, everybody. The feeling of discipline is far better, the pain of discipline than the feeling of regret that you'll feel February 1 and worse throughout the year. So I'm going to leave that and say, what do you think?
Buddy, I'm going to tell you this, man. I've been saying this to my Mindshare Masters for the past 6 weeks or so. We've been talking, and I'm going to say probably 7 weeks now. I mean, like right off the top of November, 8 weeks, time flies. But we started right back in November talking about exactly that. What is January 1 going to look like? And typically speaking, and I know there's a lot of people right now going, guys, can you tone it down? Last night was a late night. There's a lot of people thinking to themselves, oh, you know what? I'm going to wait to start till Monday. Hey, listen, you do what you got to do. But I'm going to tell you right now, one of our big messages was back at the beginning of November, you need to plan, and you need to plan now, because as December rolls through and you got the holidays coming and you got all the, and yes, this year was a little bit different, very different for celebrations. Everybody was a little bit more, the parties weren't there. It wasn't as much getting together. Everybody's kind of doing their thing. But regardless, still holiday season. The mind is still checked out somewhat in business.
Right.
We're focused on some enjoyment. Okay, cool. Listen, enjoy what you're doing.
Right.
But because of that enjoyment that you're doing in December, we've got to have that plan made in November so that when we get to January 1, we're out of the gate. Right. So then what happened was, as we fast forward last week, 2 weeks ago, what I started saying to everybody was plan January 4th right now. Right now. Now, why did I pick January 4th? Because that's the Monday after the holiday, right? That's the Monday. Like, everybody's here. It's Friday, whatever. But no. On Monday is kind of when that big reset's going to happen. Well, look, this is the same thing that I was talking about back when COVID started, and everybody went into hiding. And then it was like, well, we'll get back at it at some point. And I kept asking everybody, are you waiting for like the gun to go off, like a big green light? This is okay. It's time to go back. And everybody's just going to go back together. Because look, and I'm sure that I brought this one up with you. Maybe I did not, but think about it like a marathon, right? At the start of a marathon, everybody is out of the gate at the exact same moment. And if you ever watch the start of a marathon, what do you typically see?
Huge crowds.
Huge crowds. People are tripping over each other. There's noise. It's chaotic. Do you really want to be part of that? Now, look, I'll tell you now, if you don't want to be part of that, and if you were thinking to yourself you were about to start for Monday, I'm going to tell you right now, if we can be a little bit of fire under your ass this morning, get started now, right now. Something. Start putting in the effort. Quite frankly, I'll tell you now, again, we started like weeks ago. Right? This past week, starting on Monday, it's a normal week.
Right.
It's a normal week. Why? Because I don't want to be out of the gate at the exact same moment. I don't want the people around me to be out of the gate at the same moment. I want to be so far ahead that we're not even going to look back. But if we look back, that's where everybody else is.
Man, you're so right, man. I mean, I learned a long time ago that you just can't start planning today. I mean, okay, some people will do it and they'll be very successful. Good for them. Congratulations, because you've got it more than most people. But I started my plan and started really looking into it at the beginning of October as to what was working, what wasn't working. I made some huge decisions, man. I made really huge decisions on who I was going to work with as a coach. Right. I mean, a guy you just saw here, Jeff Talbot, who came on and said hello, great guy. He's helped me an awful lot. I made some great decisions this year. And I got to be fair, Rebecca Mountain, also, who
Rebecca's a good friend, yep.
And, they've just been great people, and they get it. And I've watched myself over the past 8, 9, 10 weeks implement different things. And this week, actually yesterday, it was really weird. It all came together. I worked a full day yesterday, New Year's Eve. Why? what I do is fun.
Yeah.
Right? If you love what you do, you never work a day in your life, right? I have to remember that I've got other people to deal with too. My point is this. I started early. I started implementing, saw what was going to work. I made mistakes. I made a mess, as my buddy Sekou says will be here in a few minutes, right? I made that mess and I cleaned it up to progress. So I'm progressing and I'm hitting the ground running. Starting today, I've got stuff happening today, including this, that are going to make my life better. It's going to help. My goal, I want to help 1,000 people in 2021, right? And I believe I've already helped several people already today. I mean,
Man, I think I got to tell you, I think you set the bar way too low on your 1,000. I think with the way you roll, you're gonna get through that like today, maybe tomorrow.
Thank you so much for that. That's a great
impressive, brother. No, it's impressive, brother. But here, you brought up 2020, and we said that a lot of people were excited to get this year over with, or this last year over with. Last year's over with. A lot of people were excited to get last year over with. We do need to just take a very brief second here, okay? As we roll into the new year, and oftentimes we say, don't look back. And I mean, I just said it a moment ago, and we say, the past is history and tomorrow's a mystery and all that stuff. And, so live for today, everything else. But if you could take a quick moment right now and say, okay, last year, nobody saw the shit coming, right? Nobody saw it coming. But what did it do, Dave? It helped us have the silver lining was that we got more time with family. How often are people complaining about they don't have enough time? You got the time. You got to enjoy the time. You got to enjoy time with family. People who are scared about getting on video. And you and I have had this conversation many times. Everybody was forced to start getting on video. I thought personally, as the weather started to come around and people started to get back out and start walking around, sort of spring into those months after the first few months of this thing started, it was nice. The sky felt bluer. The birds were chirping a little bit louder. The air felt cleaner.
Right.
We were forced to go and learn more. We were forced to be able to take more time to be able to actually put it into self-development and learn more about what we can do to be better individuals. So look, 2020 has some great things to deliver to us. And I think as we leave that in the past, and I did this with my Mindshare Masters a few weeks ago where we did either a toast or a roast to 2020. I'm going to say a big toast to 2020. There was some amazing things that happened. I know there was a lot of individuals that had some phenomenal years in business. Right. I also know there was some things that were tragic that happened to other people. And in terms of just what this thing brought on, and it's incredibly unfortunate.
Right.
Overall, the past is now the past, right? Now we move ahead. So now it's time to look and say, okay, I've got my plan, and you better have your plan, because if you don't have your plan by now, you are late.
Oh, absolutely.
You are late. It's not to say that you can't change things. It's not to say that you can't create a path for yourself for this year that's going to be successful. You're late. Okay. So what can we do to get started right now? Exactly that. Look at what did I accomplish? Where did it come from? And how am I going to go and get more of it? Okay. Break it down as simple as this. If you look at, you love what you do. So it's not a job is the way you say it, right? Yes. Much the same for me. I love what I do. Let's be real, Dave. I also love playing hockey. I also love riding my motorcycle, right? So beyond, let's say, what I love of being able to help people get to that next level, we all got to make a living. So boiling it down to say, I've got to put money in my pocket to be able to, cover everything, right? Well, now we look and say, hey, the more I spend, the more I may cause myself to have to work harder because I've got to go make more because I've spent more, right? 1 + 1 = 2. Well, now you say, okay, what can I do now to help myself in 2021? If you haven't done it yet, which you should have done it yet, part of your business planning needs to be looking over your budgets. And you said that you start your goal planning in about October.
Yeah.
And I say to everybody, quarterly reviews, not an annual review, quarterly. This way you can keep measuring. I mean, look, we do daily, right? We do daily, we do weekly, we do monthly. I want to know that I'm winning every hour of the day because I know that I'll win my day. I know that if I do that every day, I'll win my week. Do that every week, I'll win my month. Talk about consistency, right?
Absolutely.
Well, again, business planning, when you come back to it, now you look and say, what did I do last year in terms of where did my business come from? Did I get a lot of referrals? Did I get it from community advertising? Did I get it from involvement on this or from online ad? Where did I get my business from? And it's going to come from a few different places, but you measure. and you ask yourself, where did it truly come from? And where did it not come from? Now, when you're reviewing the budgets and you're going through and you take that part of the marketing, now we can look and say, okay, well, what don't I need to be spending money on this year?
Right.
Where did it work better? Where can I put a little bit more money in this year? Where can I put a little bit more effort into it this year? And right there, you can start to, again, change that path of what success is going to look like for 2021. So again, I say it, if you didn't get to it already, one of the first places I'm going to encourage anybody to start is start looking at that budget and that business plan, start analyzing what did and didn't work, and then start putting your efforts towards the places where it did work because, hey, you've proven it works. Let's just go and do more and we can get more.
Here's the thing about money, right? I know that I'm going to spend less money this year and 100x my business. How's that?
I love it. See, but that's planning, man.
That's it.
That's planning, right?
I realize everything. I mean, look, sometimes you just got to, there was a movie called Risky Business. I don't know if you ever saw it, right? It was
I remember the movie. I can't remember the title of the movie. I don't remember exactly the movie.
I can't remember what it was, but there was a line in it that said, every now and then you just got to say, what the fuck, right? So basically it is, you know what? I decided I cut what I had to cut, and I decided to go all in on something, several things. And I like how the progression is. But here's the thing, guys. I want everybody to know this. What you need is right in front of you right now. It's right there. It's waiting for you to take it out of the air. So I'm going to give somebody a really huge pro tip that they need to do. Social is where you need to be. If people can't tell that you're a real estate agent on social, you've already failed. As I said,
I love that story. Yeah, go ahead. I love that.
Earlier, I do to you, Dave, before we went on the air, I wish everybody a happy birthday on the days. Yep. I had about 25 people today. I still got a few more to do, but out of the 15 I've already done, I'm going to say that 12 of them said nothing about real estate in their profile, right? That's not a good thing, guys. Don't be a secret agent. Let everybody know who you are. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. You beautiful, because I'll tell you, I was going through this yesterday. Every day there's a whole whackload of friend requests that come through. And I don't diligently look at it every day, but then every once in a while I'll look and be like, oh, I'm going to go through this whole list now, right? But I do actually do my due diligence to figure out who are these people. Because quite frankly, I don't want to friend a bot. I don't want to friend somebody who I have no idea who they are. They're from another part of the world. They don't even seem to be associated with anything that I'm interested in any way, whether it's personal or business. Then you get other people that you look and go, I think that they might be somebody that I know. And I know that it says there's mutual connections, but what do? I will go to the profile and I will do a little scan and I will see, right? What is this person about? Who are they? I don't know who they are. So I want to see your profile. I want to understand who are you. I want to see the feed. And if all that stuff right there does not tell me realtor, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I only friend realtors.
Right.
Where I'm going though is I'm going to look and see who are you. And because, yes, there's a lot of friend requests that come through. I don't want to use random out of context in a bad way, but I just say random in terms of I don't know who they are. One thing I'm going to see, well, what's my connection? What is the potential connection here with this individual? And if you cannot tell who they are or what they do, I mean, if you're in real estate, guys, we got to understand people are going to the web to figure out who you are. They're going to social media before they even go to the web. Before they go to Google, they're just going to go to Facebook or Instagram and look you up.
Exactly.
So that has to be descriptive there.
If you're doing your job and doing prospecting every day and people are finding you and seeing you, the social media, your testimonials, your reviews, that's all for verification. It's not for publication, more or less. It's for verification. If you are who you say you are, and you're great. And when I talk about lead gen, I mean, who's the guy that you think of when you think about lead gen and prospecting, who goes out there better than anybody else? Who do you think of?
I'd say Saku is definitely out there making his phone calls.
Yeah, I believe he's there. But you know what? Let me see if we can run some magic and bring him on to talk about the beginning of the year. Would that be all right with you?
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
First, what I want to do is I want to talk about some heroes in our lives today and just run a little quick commercial for some heroes. And then we're going to bring Sekou on. Here we go. NJHeroesProgram.com is all about heroes.
What's a hero? Who's a hero? Active military, military veterans, police and fire personnel, nurses, doctors, teachers, municipal workers, grocery store workers, and transportation workers. This is about helping these heroes, save money when buying and selling their homes. Through the New Jersey Buyer Rebate Program and Seller Negotiable Commissions, NJHeroesProgram.com saves heroes money when buying and selling their homes. I'm Dave Finale. I'm a real estate broker in New Jersey and a real estate coach helping agents nationwide. I've coordinated real estate agents and affiliated services all over the state of New Jersey to save our heroes money when buying and selling homes. We need to help them out. Heroes come in many shapes, sizes, attitudes, and jobs, right? The one thing that makes them all heroes is they helped us. One way or the other, they protected us. They've been there for us. Now I think it's our turn to be there for them. At least it's my turn. Go to njheroprogram.com as a hero and give us a little information so we can save you money when you buy a home. As an agent, loan officer, home inspector, attorney, or anyone aiding in home ownership, become a sponsor. To become a sponsor, there is no cost. All you have to do is give back. How easy is that? Go to njheroesprogram.com. I can't wait to talk to all of you. Let's go. Let's get it done.
What a thing.
Thank you. Hold on, I got to fix this up here.
Nah, it looks good like that. What up, Dave Greenspan?
What's going on, Saku? Happy New Year, brother.
Rocking and rolling. You remember Sesame Street? Did you guys do Sesame Street up in Canada?
Yeah, man.
Listen, man. It's a product.
Let me say something for a second, all right? I want to clarify something over here. I got a hockey rink in my backyard, so yes, I am Canadian, but I'm going to tell you something, and we were just talking about Facebook groups. I want to clarify something for everybody. So here we are. We got this Facebook group called Backyard Ice Rinks, and if anybody's a hockey junkie and you got rinks in your backyard, you got to join this group. Anyways.
Holy shit, I thought you was playing about that.
No, man, I'm telling you, there are people from all over the world that are posting in this group that we talk about hockey rinks. But I see all these people out of the U.S. that are talking about the fact that they're skating. And here I am with such mild temperatures that I cannot skate yet. So I just want to clarify here. We don't live in igloos. Okay? Okay? Listen, it's important. There are places in the U.S. that people are skating right now. I can't skate. So when you guys think it's cold and you guys think all this other, no. Anyways,
it's balmy up there, man. It's balmy up there.
Wait a minute. Summer for you is what, August 3rd?
Summer. Yeah.
It's the one day
right now, man.
Dude,
I just want to be skating.
Dude, so my experience, man, is Children's Television's workshop was down the block from me as far as I'm concerned, man. The Sesame Street was in hood as far as I was. And they had this thing. One things is not like the other. Oh, man. Listen, I am experiencing the worst connectivity. But I got Dave Finale, Dave Greenspan, Dave DeVoe. I got all these Davids in my life, right? And one of these things is not like the other. So I wanted to just pop on and make sure that I was here with you guys. I was trying to soak in some of the Davidisms of all of the Daves that I know, man. What's going on, big dogs?
We'll make you an honorary David.
We'll make you an honorary. We'll call you Dave.
I'm a Dave. Yeah, right? So, dude, man, I want to go back. You've got an ice skating rink in your backyard.
Yeah, man.
Talk to me about that, right? I'm hearing us talk about social media. I'm hearing us talking about, 2021 and the year of the realtor and the year of growth and the year of exploration. You've got a rink in your backyard. Now, I'm guessing that you're not using that rink, to do figure skating in your backyard.
No, man, we got a little problem with hockey up here. We're very, very addicted to our game. Yeah, but no, I've got it. But you know what, man? I'm gonna say this, and the fact that I just brought up that Facebook group. So here, and Dave, we said, don't be the secret agent, right? And again, playing off of that for a second. And there's two things I want to add on to that. First, the secret agent part, guys. Remember this too. When it comes to your email signatures, have your stuff on there. When it comes to your websites, have it there. When somebody asks you for your cell phone, give it to them. Okay.
Yes.
Even Dave says, you can actually find it publicly on Facebook, right? I mean, give them the cell number. Oh, but how often should I send an email, like a marketing email? Like send it often, consistency we talked about, right? Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe it's too much. Okay, hold on a second. Maybe it's too much. Listen, what are you worried about? You don't want people to know who you are? Right? That is the worst thing. When I go to call somebody and all of a sudden it's we can't give out their cell number. I say that right to the front desk. I go, so you've got a secret agent working for you. Why don't you want to give out your cell number? Anyways.
Oh my God.
But here's the thing too. When let's go to that segue for a second here with the Facebook groups and the backyard ice rink. We talk about going out there and connecting with more people. And I have very consistently on a regular basis, I'll talk about the 7 ways to communicate. And out of those 7 ways, one of those is in person. Right. Now, in person is incredibly limited at this moment in time. It just is what it is. So what can you do? And I mean, much the same too. And we talk about prospecting and making our calls and all that other stuff. Well, go out and meet one new person a day. One new person a day is 365 new people a year. Your database should be somewhere between 200 and 700 in order to really drive a serious level of income out of that database. You get to those numbers, you're going to be making money. And you can, and Dave, as we talked about cutting things out and focusing and where do we focus? Listen, referral business is huge. Yep. It drives most of our income, 70 to 90% of it, depending on how you run your biz. So when you build up that contact list, you are going to have more opportunity. So again, Facebook group here, I've got Saku, a rink in my backyard. I've never built it before. I've never done this before. So what did I do? Went online, started to learn.
YouTube University, baby.
That's right.
And then got put onto this group called Backyard Ice Rinks. So you go in there and you got a lot of people who are either total vets at what to do here and they're teaching. Then you got a lot of people like myself that are first timers that are learning. And now every time I've got a problem, an issue, because I'm still learning. I mean, listen, maintaining ice with no chillers and not having seriously any control over Mother Nature, it's work.
It is. It's got to be a lot of work.
And I'm going somewhere with this. Right?
Absolutely. I saw your video, your kitchen counter yesterday, whatever it was, man.
You know what, man? It's funny, right? Like, but I've got people messaging me. They're like, "Bro, I literally wake up to like see like what the story is like today. It's like a whole like sitcom now." Right. But I'm having fun with it. But here, let's go there. So, Facebook group, the fact that you guys have seen the fact that I'm doing this, right? And it's not even that I had to tell you directly right now. You've seen it through the social medias, right? So now let's leverage all of this. I got this rink. I had zero clue what I was doing. I'm learning something new every single day. Where am I learning it? I'm going online and I'm learning from other people. I'm having conversations with other people. Right. I am posting. I am commenting. I am engaging with other people. Right. Now, these people, what's the commonality? It's a skating rink.
You guys are,
Where are they from?
You guys are all committed.
Where are they from? I don't know.
Yeah.
What do they do for a living? I got no idea. But do they have a common interest with me? Yes, we do. Let's have a conversation. Where is that going to go? Who knows? But I can promise you this. If you don't have the conversations, you ain't going anywhere.
No.
So now take your world, okay? And whatever your world is, whatever your interests are, whatever you like to do, get on and go and find groups that you can partake in, because you can't go out and see all these new people all the time right now. You can't go meet one new person a day and put them into your day. I mean, going out is just a whole different ballgame right now.
Right.
Okay. So go online and find places that you can walk into, have a conversation with others, and see where it goes. Start making the connections.
It's simple, man.
It's awesome.
Awesome. That is one of the best messages we've had on here, man. Right, Say?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you now.
It's so simple, though, isn't it, guys? It's just it's so simple, but it's like, where do I go? What do I do? Go tap into a group.
Be nice.
Please, Realtors, please stop thinking that the only groups you can join are real estate groups. All you're going to get is a whole bunch of other bitching and complaining from other realtors who are going to bitch and complain about stuff that doesn't matter, or the posturing that's going to make you feel like a bag of shit.
I would like everybody to know that this is
blunt today.
Broadcast, and this is just not New Jersey. This is an international broadcast, so it happens everywhere.
You guys always get me fired up, eh?
Well, look, man. Listen, it's not hard to get a hockey player fired up, bro. Right? Okay.
Well, stay cool.
So wait. So check this out, man. So hockey rink. So look at the steps. Just for a second. Yeah. Look at the steps. Dave says, I want a fucking hockey ring in my backyard. Other people have hockey ring. First, I'm sure the question was, can I have a hockey ring in my backyard? Right? It's like, can I do that? Can people do that? People do that? Holy shit. Like, I'm sure before you knew people did that, you're like, get the hell out of here. You can put a hockey rink in your backyard? Then you started going through all of the things. You started denying. You started putting all of the challenges in front of you. How do you keep a hockey ring? It's got to be expensive. You do all of the doubt first. Right. And then because I know who you are, you just smash the shit out of the doubt, right? And it's, well, shit, if other people got it, I can do it. It's not that difficult. It's not rocket science. Maybe a little bit of rocket science. Right? Then you go out and you find the information. You go to YouTube University. You go talk to other people. You go join groups. You find the groups. This and that. And then you start sharing. And that sharing, the collaboration, right, is what I've been calling lately embracing your imperfection, right? It's embracing the imperfection. I don't know how to do a hockey rink. I don't know how to do an ice skating rink. I don't know how to do an ice rink in my backyard. So I embrace my imperfection. I humble myself enough to go out and find the information. I find like-kind individuals. And the part that is most powerful for me is in the like-kind individuals. That it doesn't matter the other stuff, where you work, where you live, where in the world you are. None of that stuff matters to you. It's the like-kind that matters, and that is 10 times as strong as anything that makes us different is the stuff that makes us alike. It's the stuff that makes us similar. It's the stuff that overlaps. What do they call that, a Venn diagram or something like that?
Venn, sin, who knows?
Venn, sin, I'm from the hood, so it's a Venn diagram as far as I'm concerned, right? Right? But that little sweet spot is not huge. It's a very small space where all of the circles overlap.
Yes.
Right? And that circle is probably the most powerful circle. So if you can expand that circle even by degrees, like little small degrees, man, you are doing huge amount of numbers and communication and growth. And social media, this pandemic, not going outside, not hooking up, not being able to physically be in places has actually widened that circle. It's widened that overlap, right?
Like you say, man, the internet has made us all neighbors. That's
made us all neighbors.
It's why, it's so true. Dave, we were saying this as we, again, I hate to keep going backwards in time now. I mean, as we step forward in a brand new year this year, right? It's that thing, though, that, when we look at the silver linings, we have now all become that much closer because we've all had to really embrace this stuff, whether we wanted to, believed in or not. We've all really been forced to do that because otherwise, what are you going to do? You're going to shut it off? Okay, how are you connecting? How are you getting out there and connecting with people these days? Now, if you just have that one little conversation with one person and then you go out and do it with somebody else, now you're networking, you're building relationships. And what is this business all about?
See, there's
your goal every day when you wake up, go meet somebody and build a relationship.
Yeah,
that's it. You got to wake up and say, who am I going to build a relationship with today? I say to myself, who am I going to help today? I'm going to help somebody. I don't know who it is yet, but
that's the thing. You don't know who it is yet.
I don't know who it is yet. I know
consistent effort.
You don't know who it is yet.
Consistent effort is going to give you those opportunities.
I want everybody to listen to this. Every little thing that we're saying today, and I'm coming from a place of gratitude right now and abundance and contribution. These are all little lessons, and this is the simplest lessons that we could actually teach in our coaching that we all three of us do. I mean, these are the lessons that are under the undertone of everything we talk about, everything we upskill to, which is my new word, by the way. Everything we upskill, right? And one of the things that all three of us do every day is we repassionize ourselves to get going for the day, even if we don't feel like it. I mean, there are days, look, we all don't feel like it every freaking day, right?
Hey, listen, okay, we're going to keep using this rink as an analogy for a second here, all right? Didn't know a single thing of what to do, started doing, and yes, YouTube University, thank you. But didn't know what to do. And guys, I'm going to tell you straight, it hasn't been, there's been a lot of really fun parts to it. There's been some very frustrating moments to it. the past 3 or 4 days, I've been out there consistently working on the ice, and we're going to go there. And some people might be going like, dude, this is the problems in life. I know, right? This is my problems in life. The ice.
I want to have these problems. Yeah.
Right. Right.
But I'm working on the ice, and I had a beautiful sheet of ice. We skated on it, and then all of a sudden the temperatures rose, and got a little bit mild. It got some slush, and things started to get a little bit rough, right? And now I'm going, okay, I got to fix this thing. So I start to work on fixing it, and I think I got the solution. I come back out the next day after I've put in a lot of effort. I've let the temperatures do their thing, freeze a little bit, come back out to see I'm still not winning. Okay? Get back to work. I'm not giving up. Get back to work. I'm not giving up. Come back the next day. Damn, still not winning. This thing is still giving me problems here. 3 days, I think I'm on day 4 now, and I'm still getting... I can get into the nitty gritty of what they call shale ice and these little air pockets in the ice, whatever. You can't skate on that stuff, okay? And here I am the whole time prior to doing this going, my kids are going to be having fun throughout the holidays on the back of that rink 24/7, and that's exactly why I'm doing it. Guys, we haven't skated once these holidays. We didn't skate once. The ice is not ready yet. So now there's been moments where I've been out there and I'm stomping on it. I'm trying to clean it up. And I'm like, that's it. You know what? Like, and hey, I'm in my backyard, right? I got neighbors that probably see this lunatic who's just consistently working on his rink. Like, is this guy ever going to be skating? I must be the joke of some of these people at some point, right? And here I am constantly working on it. And I had, not yesterday, but the day before, as I was going, I'd woken up real early and I'm hearing some of that crunching on the ice. Guys, I felt beat. Like I felt just beat up, man. And I'm going like, damn. But then there's that thing of determination, right? And that's the choice. And so I want everybody, again, listening to my backyard hockey rink story to parallel this to your life right now. Anything you're doing, yes, you've got a moment where you could say, that's it, I'm done. I'm done. I'm walking away from this thing. That is your choice.
Right.
That is completely up to you. Do not give up is going to be my message to you, because I didn't. And as beat up as I felt, as I'm looking for different words than just beat up, but it's
but that's accurate.
Do you know what I'm saying? No, I felt beat up.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Defeated.
I want to add one thing to that. And the thing I want to add to is you said neighbors looking at you like, oh, how weird this guy is, right? And what he's doing. That's the same thing as other realtors that ain't doing shit looking at you doing whatever it takes and working your ass off.
Okay,
maybe it's not working out real. Maybe you.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's
your
exactly
social,
it.
your social, your video, whatever you're doing in life. I'm telling you right now. You may be. And look, guys, why do people not do video? Why do people not do social?
Because of people watching them.
Because of fear.
Right.
I like my look and I like this.
Fear, right? I don't like how I sound. I don't like how I look. What are they going to say? What are they going to do? You're scared. And listen, I could say fear of what my neighbors think. I'm going to tell you straight, I don't give two shits. Like, it doesn't matter to me. And I don't mean that disrespectfully to my neighbors either. They're all very nice people.
I agree with you.
I don't mean to, but it's
irrelevant.
Part's irrelevant, completely irrelevant. This is about me.
Because you know what? My kids get to skate on this when I get it right. And right, and so
that's it, man. You want to give up on that?
No. Am I going to send them over to your house, or am I going to take them down the street or something like that? Or do my kids get to skate on their ice rink because I didn't give up? And what's the lessons that they learn? And how do they move forward in life?
And what would they see of me if I do give up? Right? Dude. So there's a lot of things there that just start to trigger each other, right? Every action has a reaction. Now you look and say again, whatever it is in life, if you feel defeated, if you feel beat up, listen, take a moment, walk away, breathe, internalize the whole situation, and then get back at it. Remember, Dave, I think you brought this one up the other day, why you're doing it, right? Remember that. That is important. Why are you, in fact, that's exactly what you said the other day, Dave, because I used that as the clip for our little promo there, right? But remember why.
Yes.
Why are you doing it? I'm doing it for my kids' enjoyment. Hell, I'm doing it for my enjoyment. And you know what? When I look at what I did, guys, I am so much closer to skating than I'm not. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So why the hell would I give up right now? Yeah, it's hard. Look, who the hell ever said, I don't know about you guys, my parents never, anything you want in life is not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy, right? So anything you're doing, even, and Dave, full circle, back to almost the start of the convo when I said go through your business planning, your money, your marketing dollars, right? Think back to that. Listen, if you think you're going to go spend a bunch of money today, or you spent it last week to throw shit at the wall, and that's going to be your big solution for 2021, if it's too easy, it's too damn easy. You know what I mean? It ain't the solution. It's got to be hard.
The other Dave in my life says you got to be willing to work as hard as you can for 5 years so you can live the rest of your life the way you want. Right. And like, it's the idea. Everything that you're talking about, man, goes into this bubble for me of no matter what. Right. I have a phrase in my head whenever I'm doing anything. I have this phrase in my head, no matter what. Right. And so no matter what doesn't mean until it gets too hard, or no matter what doesn't mean until day 4 where I haven't skated, or no matter what doesn't mean until I've spent $1,000 and I haven't gotten a lead. And that no matter what means just what it says, man. No matter what, I'm going to win.
Right. And it means so much. It means so much to the kids when you have kids. It means so much to them, when you're heroes, we are a hero to our children. Right.
Oh, yeah.
And I had an example of that just yesterday. And so, I get it. And it's what I'm going to do, whatever's best for others. That's what I'm going to do. And if I start something, I'm going to continue to do it. I started this broadcast because I saw someone doing something. I didn't really think he was doing it well. And I said, you know what? This could be really good for me. And I'm going to like doing it. That was 133 weeks ago.
That is awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, you're kicking ass
awesome.
with it, man. This production, every time we do another one, it just keeps like stepping up notches and notches.
You see his little crawl at the bottom and whatnot. You know what I mean? He got the 3 boxes going.
I think there's like a massive production team back there. This guy's got it all, just like a magician. You know what I mean? But, Dave, it's impressive, brother. And you know what? But that's exactly it too, right? And the same thing that you've got there, Saku, of no matter what. I tell my kids every morning, or pardon me, every night when they go to bed, yes, you can. You can do it, right? And now they are programmed when they sit back and say, oh, Dad, I can't do this, I can't do that, whatever. I just look at them and they're like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I can do it. Sorry, Dad, you're right. I can, right?
Yep.
Don't tell me that you can't. Don't tell me you can't. That's just something you put in your head.
Well, see, what's bugged out is that we have all these professionals that are working with us, all of these real estate professionals, all of these business people that won't call themselves salespeople for some crazy ass reason, right? They call themselves brokers, they call themselves this and that, but they won't say that they're salespeople. And part of what comes up for me is that they don't really plan for failure, right? And so if you walk with me for a second here, right? So you put an ice rink in your backyard. And you knew it was going to be difficult because you'd never done it before. And your anticipation was by the end of the holidays, they're going to be skating every day. On the other side of these holidays, they're going to be all right. It's going to be great. And it didn't work out that way. Right. And so the average human being would be like, well, screw it. I'm not, sorry, kids, this and that. But the real people who say, holy shit, okay. I said no matter what. I said that this was going to happen. This is a goal. I remembered the why. Actually, in their heart of hearts, are planning contingencies for failure. Right? And so what do you do when you fail? Do you stop and give up, which is the true failure, or do you go back and you learn? And you look at the little air bubbles, and you look at the shale, and you look at this, and you look at that, and you say, well, and you scratch your head, and you dig deep into who you are, and you say, I can figure this out. Other people have done it with less information than I have. Right. Other people have done it with less resources than I have. So I can figure this out. And all I have to do, and this is the important thing around meeting someone new every day, guys, all I have to do is find the right who to go with my why, right? I got to find who can I ask?
It's out there, right? It's out
and
there.
It's out there.
I was laughing. I think it was yesterday. I was laughing to myself. I literally started just laughing.
Done that.
Going, holy shit! I'm looking at the rink. I'm going like, I didn't go get some engineered drawings. I didn't even think through. And yeah, you mentioned before, like there's those those challenges that come up. Hell, I had to figure out how to get all the lumber, right? Like, how am I going to get to the store, pick up the lumber, put it in the truck, get it over to the house, and put it together? Who knows, man? Let's roll. You know what I mean? Let's just do this.
Let's do it.
Now,
let's do
every time I've had a question, every time I've had a challenge, I work through it, and then I go online and I learn more. And now I can give advice on this particular topic.
Right.
Am I a master? No, I'm not a master. But if you've never tried it, you've never done anything, I'll tell you now, I'm further ahead than you are.
Hey, Dave, can you tell me what not to do?
1,000,000% I could tell you what. Absolutely. And I'm learning more every day. Stay with me right now. See what I do today. You know what I mean? And look, this is not about I. This is about you. This is about everybody that's listening, tuned in right now, and putting this in perspective with anything that you want to do in life.
Anything. Embrace your imperfection.
So let's
put people out there with the answers. Go find them.
Let's talk about a common perspective that people have, a common issue people have. It's called technology. Oh, I'm not good at technology. I'm not good at technology. See this guy here by the name of Sekou? This guy a year ago couldn't do shit for anything, right?
Nothing.
I mean, he's the one who got me. He's the one who got me into this thing, into StreamYard. Who we got it from Nick, right? Nick said, "Yeah, Sekou." He did it. Nick said, "I'm jealous of what this guy can do." Because he just decides I'm going to go do it and I'll figure it out. But I got to say, his computer still sucks because he doesn't know how to.
My computer sucks because I chose Macintosh and not IBM, not PC.
But here's the point, right? He decided he was going to do it, that nobody else was going to help him. No one's coming to the house because who's going to do that, right? And, you know, he went to YouTube University. It's called Perseverance. You know, as far as I'm concerned, like with me during the past year, I didn't care for where I was sitting, where I was working. What did I do? I built a desk on wheels, right? And I sit at that. It's made of plywood and 2x3s, right? I painted it. It looks great. It's comfortable. That's where I do all my work. And now I'm selling my desk, right? I don't need it. I don't want it, right? So the point is that we can do anything we want to do. We just have to want to do it enough.
You got to be driven, and the contingency for failure there that you said, Sekou, it's exactly that. Understand, again, as we said, nothing you want in life is going to be easy. So be prepared. There's going to be challenges, and much the same. Hey, okay, all this talk about 2020, forget 2020, it's over. 2021, I'm telling you right now, you are going to have problems. You are going to run into shit that is going to try to throw you off course. That's going to get in your way, right? When we were building this rink, we were putting it together. I have my little cousin with me. We're drilling, we're cutting, we're doing. We put the whole thing together. We looked at each other. And just before we were done, we kind of looked at each other and he was like, man, this has been so easy, right? So easy. Like we haven't screwed up one cut. We haven't messed up this. Everything's just coming into place. And we're like, yo, we're like ice building champs over here, right? Who the hell would have ever seen all the ice being a freaking problem? I thought that was going to be easy to pour the water. It's going to be good. Holy shit, man. I never saw it coming. But how do you deal with it, right? How do you deal with it? Something is going to come in your way this year. Maybe a lot of things are going to come in your way this year. It's going to happen. That's life. Yep. You've got to remain consistent. You've got to drive through it, persevere through exactly what it is that you set out to do and go, you know what? All these problems that are coming my way, this is exactly what's supposed to happen right now. All the people that said no, that's exactly what's supposed to happen right now because I'm getting closer to my yes. I'm getting closer to that end game.
Dude, I have a parable that Scott is right. That shit is funny as hell. The Ice Rink Operators Convention is in the summer for a reason. So this is parable. I don't know if you guys heard it before. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but it's the parable of stone soup. Have you ever heard that, man? The story of stone soup?
Yeah, you do this. This is good. This is
stone soup.
Man.
Yeah,
stone soup. Right. So these guys come to town. They're travelers or whatever, and they come to town and they don't have any money, and the town is all separated. Everybody's in their own little bunkers, their bungalows. And it's a tough winter. They didn't really have a great harvest, so everybody is like hoarding their goods, right? And these guys are like, can we find a place to stay? Is there anything to eat or anything like that? And these folks are like, nope, we don't have anything extra. Get out of here. Go. And they start talking about stone soup and how it's so delicious and how if I only had a cauldron, I could start making stone soup for you guys, and I could share it, and you guys can actually enjoy this stone soup. And long story short, everybody kind of kicks in, and everyone finds an ingredient. Oh, I've got an onion, and I've got a this, and I've got a that, and I've got fresh water, and they all come together. He reaches into the cauldron, as it starts to boil, and he pulls out the stone, and they have this amazing stew that everybody in the community created. And it's in the end, you find that you'll get anything that you are looking for if you just learn to communicate, if you just learn to ask the right questions. Right. If you come from this space of I'm not perfect, the imperfection is the connection, right? If you come from this space that I'm not perfect, but I've got a piece of the puzzle that can make us all perfect together, right? That is the ice rink, the ice skating rink, the stone soup. That is the analogy, man. That is the real story of the connection. It's who can I find? Okay, why do I want this? My kids deserve to skate, right? My kids deserve to have this ice skating rink in the backyard. What do I need to do? Well, I need to figure out how to build it. And who can I get to help? And that kind of information is key.
I love it. You guys are gonna love this one. I got to share this with you. I was scrolling around the other day, and I came up on this one post, and I'd seen it, and it's a hallway. I want to show this to you guys. I want to kind of do it without. I'm not going to show because I don't want to put the person's name up. Just whatever. Okay. It's a hallway. Like think of like a hallway in like a I don't know, a school full of balloons, like all over the floor. There's balloons everywhere. So as I'm scrolling, I kind of see that post, and then I exit. I'm like, whoa, what was that? So I went back to that post, and it's a picture. Here, I could probably show you the picture. Nah, it's still coming up with the name. Okay, forget that. But watch this. So I read the story. I'm going to read it quickly because it ties in perfectly to Stone Soup. And Davey, you're going to love this. Now, picture a hallway full of balloons right now, okay, in a school. Like you can't walk without stepping on, right? A professor gave a balloon to every student who had to inflate it, write their name on it, and throw it in the hallway. The professors then mixed all the balloons. The students were given 5 minutes to find their own balloon. Despite a hectic search, no one found their balloon. At that point, the professors told the students to take the first balloon that they found and hand it to the person whose name was written on it. Within 5 minutes, everybody had their own balloon. The professor said to the students, "These balloons are like happiness. We will never find it if everyone is looking for their own. But if we care about other people's happiness, we'll find ours too." I just
got goosebumps.
I
just got goosebumps, bro. I just got goosebumps.
You need to share that over, man.
So cool, right? Think about it. Full of balloons. You can't find your own. Nobody could find it. Within 5 minutes, everybody had their own. Once one person helped the next person. Sorry, brother. When you said about the stone soup, it just reminded me of that exact post right there. I saw it yesterday, 2 days ago. I thought that was gold.
Yeah. But that's it, man. Listen, we were in one of the groups that Finale and I facilitate.
Oh no, we lose you
together. My signal.
There you go.
Is it the Mac?
Back?
Is that why?
Yeah, am I back? So it's the Mac, man. Been having all kind.
It's not a dude.
Finally, because I get ripped on all the time that I'm a PC and I'm an Android. So I just want to make note here.
Me too. Right. So and I think that's why it's pissing me off. Right. So anyway.
For all my Mac friends out here, we were in. Pay attention to what's happening right now. Sorry.
We're in one of the groups that we facilitate, and all the agents are welcome to come to it. And one of the agents in New York City is having a very unique lead generation issue, right? If you don't know, they cannot cold call, they cannot call FSBOs or expireds, they cannot communicate with sellers unless they're already in their network. Unless it's a warm call, they've got to sell, they've got a buyer for the thing or something like that. So there's a huge disconnect right now for anyone that's new in the industry. If you're new in the industry and you don't have a database already of sellers, you're kind of screwed, right?
Right.
So during our session, one of the agents and I'm not going to give the technique away because I think it can be much bigger, and it's irresponsible of me to give a grenade to a baby, right? So, but one of the agents comes up with this technique that she uses to communicate with her circle and grow her circle that is absolutely brilliant. It's a little idea that she had that she already does to communicate with a circle of people in her life, and she gives away chai and the whole 9 yards. That circle, our group, then stone souped it, then balloon hallwayed it. And the amount of touches that came out, the campaign that came out of this little idea is probably worth $1 million.
Yeah, I would say
it's probably worth $1 million, and it costs nothing.
Right.
And a new agent in New York or any place else where they're having a hard time making connections or anything like that. I'm saying New York because there's a regulation right now. You can get in trouble for calling a for sale by owner, and it's bigger than just the do not call list, right?
Right.
That little technique can bridge the difference between FSBOs, agents, expireds agents, buyers agents, et cetera, et cetera. It already has generated 60 seller leads for her.
Yeah, and and the group we're talking about scrolling on the bottom, right? If anybody wants to join,
Commitment to
right.
It's one of the ones that we collaborate on, man, and just being willing to ask for the water for the soup, or ask the students to go out there and find their balloon. Suggest to them, hey, forget about yourself. And it's like, what would you say? It's like happiness. It doesn't work if you're just looking for yourself. Find it and pass it on, man. These agents are all hopping around now because of this one agent's idea. Everything that we do is a mind share, man. Every single thing that we do is a skill builder, right? It's a skill build. Mindshare is a skill builder, right? You have to practice this shit every single day. I bet this time next year, I would be willing to bet all the money in my stock account that this time next year, you will have already had this ice rink will be kicking, and those same neighbors that were laughing will be sending their kids over to your house to skate on that damn rink.
Yeah, you better believe it, man. You know what? It's live and learn, right? It's live and learn.
Sure.
That's what it comes down to. But again, when you're consistent, you're persistent, you go out there and you help people and you do good every day. And I know it sounds so, sunshine and lollipops when I say this, but guys, I mean, I cannot stress it enough that it proves itself and it comes back in spades when you consistently get out there and put in the effort. When you consistently get out there and try to help other people. You don't know where it's coming from. You don't know when it's coming, but guys, damn, it comes.
Hey guys, I got to run because I got a super mega open house that I got to put on, and it started a minute ago. I love you guys. Hey, Happy New Year, Dave.
Yes.
Happy New Year, Dave and Dave and Dave and Dave. I love you guys. I'll see you guys soon.
All right, man.
Good to see you, man. He's always a blast, eh?
Yeah,
that guy is a machine.
Yeah.
He's a machine. He's always going. I love it.
He's doing they're doing every Friday, starting today, a mega open house. They're showing 4 homes with 4 other agents all over the country. People in our group, Commitment to Cap, you have to apply to get on it every Friday. So, everybody different every week. Man, this has been one. I tell you what, I've got a product out there called the TGIF top10.com that I give away. I have the top 10 that I give away to anybody who wants it. I'm not going to call it anything else but the top 10. But with this show and others, it's now about 13 or 14 because there's so much good stuff that's coming up. And I will agree that they do get better every time. Great conversations. Next week, we have Coach Hank Avink, who is the founder of National Coaching Academy, I believe. Let me just make sure I got that right. I don't want to say that wrong. Coaching League, National Coaching League. After that, we have set up Bill Pipes to come on January 15th. another national coach. We've got some great things going on. But just to finish up, everything we've talked about is all about collaboration, right? You and I, you, me, and Sekou, you and Sekou. What Sekou was talking about with the stone soup and what you're talking about with the balloons in the hallway. Believe it or not, it does have the undertone of collaboration where you're working with somebody else and it's helping somebody else in a place of what I started this whole broadcast with today, coming from contribution first and abundance second. Because you got one, you're gonna have the other.
Yeah.
Right. So
absolutely, man.
So what I want to ask you is, obviously I put your email address on the front here. And how other ways can people get in touch with you, Dave, and talk about, what you have available to help agents?
Yeah, no, thank you, Dave. I want to encourage everybody to tune into the Mindshare podcast. It is built for the real estate industry. It is all revolved around marketing and sales tips. Our goal is to help you build Mindshare so that you can get more market share. I mean, outside of just the podcast, there's videos that people can tune into. There's the Ultimate Marketing Bundle, which I want to encourage everybody to go download. It is a 31-page ebook. It comes complete with a 90-day social media content counter and is absolutely free. So you just have to go to the website, mindshare101.com. It's right there on the homepage. You can also go to the Ultimate Marketing Bundle. Just go to mindshare101.com. I don't remember the exact. They put up another URL for the actual thing that you can go direct, but it's right there on the homepage. Go and download that because, again, it's going to give you a whole bunch of stuff that you want, a whole bunch of ways to get out there and build Mindshare. Like I said, it's absolutely free. It's on the site, mindshare101.com. Outside of that, man, I mean, we've got we've got a really exciting year ahead of us. The coaching roster is growing exponentially in terms of how many people are signing up to, work with Mindshare 101, be it through on-demand courses, be it through training, be it through directly working with me as your real estate industry coach. And so that is growing immensely, which is absolutely exciting. The successes that people had in 2020 is through the roof. I mean, that's my fuel on my fire. When I'm watching people that I get to work with, that I'm fortunate enough to work with, that are having success, that are finding wins in their day, that I am able to help, that I'm able to help lift up when they're feeling down, when they're having their challenges. I mean, man, we keep talking about this contribution, this happiness, this stone soup. Like, that's what it's about.
Right.
It's just helping people. And that's where we're coming from as Mindshare 101. So I encourage anybody, again, go learn more on the website, connect with me anytime, reach out if you got questions. If you want to talk about coaching, let me know. If you're into the podcast thing and you want to do some self-development, which I encourage everybody this year, take some time. If you don't normally, start reading, start listening to podcasts, start learning, start feeding your brain. This is it right now. Your time is right now. We got an entire year ahead of us. Take it one day at a time.
That's right.
You're going to win.
That's right. There's no question about it, Dave. I mean, you know what? I mean, this is, I thank God for all of my wins this year and all of my losses, all of my failures. I mean, people say, oh, how you failing? A lot.
Absolutely. You have to fail, man.
A lot, right?
It's normal.
It's just, I fail more than I succeed. But, like Sekou asked you about the rink, he says, but you know what not to do now, right?
Yeah,
things that didn't work. You tried things. And we have analytical minds and this stuff works. It's like building my desk. Doesn't sound like much at all, but you know what? It works fine. David, I have to ask the last question that Sekou and I always ask, and it's going to be really simple. And I want everybody to ask this of everybody else every day. David, how can I help you grow your business?
You keep doing what you do, my man. That's helping me. Seriously,
you
keep putting in the effort you put in. I am grateful for you. I'm grateful for the connection, Dave. And I also I want to leave this last thought to everybody as we are here on January 1, and we talk about analytical and we talk about failures. Think right now, those goals that you set out for this year for 2021. When you get to December 31st. And that's way too late if you're going to be reviewing December 31st, 2021. That's when you're going to be reviewing everything. But when you get to that point and you look back and you say to yourself, oh, man, I crushed some of these, but there was others I didn't hit. I want you to keep in mind, goals are not always necessarily meant to be hit. They are meant to drive you. Right. So keep that in mind. There will be bumps. There will be, problems. There will be challenges. There will be failure.
Right.
Your goals are not necessarily meant to be hit, but they are meant to drive you forward. So keep your eye on the prize and go and kick some ass.
Right. And that's exactly it, man. I mean, there's just so much to do, but there's so little to do if you just follow your heart, and make sure that every hill you see, all it is a hill. Just walk over it, climb over it. Because
you can.
That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Hey, man, I want to thank you so much. I want to wish love and blessings to your entire family, everybody in your realm and stuff. And just to me, honestly, it's an honor to have you on today, especially. It's an honor to call you friend. Honestly.
The feelings are mutual, man, and I thank you very much for the invitation to be here today. I think that we just got the year off to an amazing start. I'm excited for what's ahead, brother.
I can't wait.
Let's get out there. Let's do this, man.
I can't wait. Here we go, man. Hey, stay on for a while. See you in a little while. Hey, guys, don't forget Hank Abing next week. He is an amazing individual.